All right, students, we're back again, and we're still on Book 2, Unit 4. We haven't changed, and we're still on page 20, and we're on lesson number 2, conversation. All right, so conversation, this is a conversation about ordering food. Okay, so when you order food is when you go among mahol. We call that ordering food. Do you want to order food, or do you want me to order the food? So if we go to a Cambodian restaurant, I would say you order the food. If we go to a Western restaurant, maybe you want me to order the food. Okay, so order is a verb, and so ordering, okay, ordering is a present continuous tense. And in fact, so in this unit, we're going to review past tense and present perfect tense. And so what you will see in this conversation and the next lesson, which is a grammar lesson, and we're going to be focusing on past tense and present perfect tense. Now remember, one of the things that many Cambodian ESL students are confused with is past tense and present tense. So this is going to be a good lesson for you. I really encourage you to pay attention. So conversation. Listen to me. I'll read it first, and then I'll review any vocabulary, and then we'll read it together. All right, so you can look at your screen. Kathy and John and the waitress. Kathy, hey, this sounds good. Snails with garlic. Have you ever eaten snails? John, no, I haven't. Oh, they're delicious. I had them last time. Like to try some? No, thanks. They sound strange. Have you decided on an appetizer yet? Says the waitress. Yes, I'll have the snails, please. And you, sir? I think I'll have the fried brains. Fried brains? Now that really sounds strange. All right, and so let's look at this again. Hey, this sounds good. We're going to be focusing on the final consonant sound. Remember, that's another weakness of Cambodian ESL students. You have to say the final consonant sounds. And so, hey, this sounds good. What does it mean? It means I might like this. It sounds good. Do you want to go to see at Nookville next week? That sounds good. Do you want to go to out to eat with me tonight? That sounds good. It means, yes, I like it. It sounds good. I like it. I agree. We say, it sounds good. But she's looking at the menu and she says, oh, look, this sounds good. Snails with garlic. Okay, snails. My man, snail, snails. So say this with me. Sounds good. Sounds good. Snails with garlic. Look at the picture. See the picture right now? That's a picture of cooked snails, and that's a picture of a snail before it's cooked. Do you like to eat snails? It sounds terrible to me. I am not interested in eating snails. Okay, but look what she says. Let's go back. Hey, this sounds good. Snails with garlic. Have you ever eaten snails? My man, have you ever eaten snail? Work on the final consonant. Snails. But this is how we say it. We did not say, have you ever ate snails? We do not say, have you ever eat snails? We say, have you ever eaten snails? And John says, no, I haven't. Wow, here's some contractions that you have to work on too. Haven't. Say it. Haven't. Oh, they're delicious. There. What's she talking about? There. The snails. She's talking about the snails. They are. The snails are. So we call snails is plural. And so there, we cannot say it's delicious because she's talking about eating more than one snail. That makes it plural. And so she has to say, they're delicious. Okay, like there's many of them. I had them last time. What does she mean? The last time I came to this restaurant, I ate snails then also. So that's what she means, the last time. The last time I came here to this restaurant. Like to try some? It's just an incomplete sentence. Would you like to try some is what she's saying, but she just cuts it short. She doesn't say, would you like to try some? She just says, like to try some? No thanks. No thanks. The KS. Thanks. 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 No thanks. They sound strange. They? Who's they? They, the snails. Talking about the snails because there's more than one of them. We call people they. We call animals they. We call snails they. And the waitress comes and says, have you decided on an appetizer yet? What's an appetizer? An appetizer is a small dish of food you have before you eat the main food. Okay, so it's a little bit, a few snails, a few something else that you have. It's a small dish of food that you eat before you eat the main food that you want. And so those are called appetizers. One appetizer, 2 or 3 appetizers. Yes, I'll have the snails, please. And you, sir, says the waitress. I think I'll have the fried brains. Say that with me. Fried brains. Look at the picture. Cow brains. He's talking about cow brains. So this is a picture of a cow brain that is not yet cooked. And then on the right is the picture of the cow brain that is cooked. Does it look delicious to you? Have you ever eaten cow brains? Have you ever eaten snails? You can message me on this, okay? All right. I think I'll have the fried brains. Say that with me. Fried brains. Fried brains. Now that really sounds strange. All right. And so let's say this together. You're going to practice on the final consonant, and you're going to practice on any new vocabulary, and you're going to practice on the contractions, all right? So say it after me, and say it the same as me, the same pronunciation, the same intonation, the same stress on the words, and the same pause. Okay, so follow me. Hey, this sounds good. Snails and garlic. Hey, this sounds good. Snails and garlic. Have you ever eaten snails? Have you ever eaten snails? No, I haven't. No, I haven't. Oh, they're delicious. Oh, they're delicious. I had them last time. I had them last time. Like to try some? Like to try some? No thanks. No thanks. They sound strange. They sound strange. Have you decided on an appetizer yet? Have you decided on an appetizer yet? Yes, I'll have the snails, please. Yes, I'll have the snails, please. And you, sir? I think I'll have the fried brains. I think I'll have the fried brains. Fried brains, now that really sounds strange. Fried brains, now that really sounds strange. All right, I'm going to read it again. I'm going to say it again. This time you say it after me, okay? I'm not going to pause a lot. Hey, this sounds good. Snails with garlic. Have you ever eaten snails? No, I haven't. Oh, they're delicious. I had them last time. Like to try some? No thanks, they sound strange. Have you decided on an appetizer yet? Yes, I'll have the snails, please. And you, sir? I think I'll have the fried brains. Fried brains? Now that really sounds strange. All right, let's just take a break, and we're going to come back in the next short video, and we're going to continue on with listening to another part of the conversation, and we're going to practice saying they're called digraphs and blends. I'll explain that when we get to the next lesson.